someone in your life who you're no longer in contact with, and if you are in contact with this person, it's very minimal. The connection is definitely not how it was. They put a lot of emphasis on money, career, status, image, pleasing people around them, and they neglected you in a major way. You finally got tired of this person and decided to close out the cycle with them, or they did something that ultimately ended the relationship and it forced you both to go your separate ways. This person is now having a major realization about how people around them don't believe in them, regardless of how talented this person may be. Like, they're surrounded by a lot of karmic people that just simply do not care for them unless they're providing in some form or fashion. This person decided to make a judgment call to move away from you, to go in a different direction. If this is a romantic connection, they may have chose someone else over you. And obviously the emotions that you brought over them, it just overwhelmed them. They didn't know how to handle the connection with you. They're realizing how dark it is without you and how you brought so much light into their life, but they didn't realize this until it's in hindsight that they're looking back in the connection. This person didn't understand why you cared for them. They didn't understand why you love them, especially if this is someone who knows that they're cruel or, malicious deep down. They couldn't understand why, you love them in an unconditional way. This person chose to release you without really considering how it was going to affect you. It may have even been brutal, no warning, unexpected, forced ending. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like now this person is facing a level of karma because of how they dealt with the connection with you. Some of you may have, ultimately moved on to a new partner if this is something romantic, or there is going to be someone that comes in between the both of you. So even when this person tries to return, there's going to be a major blockage in the way, and they will not be able to come through as easily as they may have thought in the past. Like, this may be someone who's used to getting their way. They thought maybe they could save you for later, or they could deal with the situation later, and they chose to just avoid really dealing with the situation at hand. And now it's funny because now they can't stop thinking about you. Now you're in the forefront of their mind. And sometimes the universe will do that. They'll make you think about someone consistently, regardless of what you try to do. And this is what happened with you. I feel like this is someone that's used to just like dealing with people like tools. They're used to just getting their way with individuals. And they may have done that with you and tried to discard you in the most hurtful way, is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you have a level of protection. So you being away from this person was for your own protection. Like, this is someone that does have a level of daddy issues. Like, their father really played a role as to why they treat connections and people the way that they do. They may not have received the affection that they needed from their father. This is someone that you ultimately could have built an empire with. Even if this is not a romantic connection, the both of you teaming up together could have built something that would have been successful. And they're looking at this in hindsight because, remember, they're going to go off and try to build partnerships with other people, build connections with other people, and people are not honest. People are not loyal. People are not trustworthy. And when you find someone like that, which is what this person had in you, they should have held on to it tightly. They should have appreciated it, and they did the complete opposite. And now all this person can do is just look at the past emotions that you brought to them. You poured all this light from yourself, all this life force, all this energy, all this attention, effort. You poured it into them, and this is also what helped them thrive. If this was a person that was established when you met them, it's like their blessings and their money and their accolades could have grown, and instead they let whatever status that they have get over their mind and make them treat people like with disregard, and especially you. And now this person's blessings and opportunities are crumbling. It's like doors are closing on this person, and you're continuing to move forward because you didn't have a choice. You had no choice but to move forward because this person left you in a predicament where you essentially had to build yourself back up again. This may have been someone that deeply hurt you on a soul level, to the point where they forced you to go through this dark night of the soul, or go through this journey where you had to discover who you are, like figure out, why did you let yourself be in a position where this person treated you like they did. But it's not on you. You did everything that you could. You ultimately learned to study yourself. You learned more about yourself while dealing with this person. They may have even taught you a lot of things about life, a lot of things about relationships, connections, pushed you towards a spiritual journey. And that may have been what their purpose is in your life all along. But what this person wants to tell you is that if they could have one more chance with you, like, they would do things differently this time and love you more, because they had no idea what was going to be on the other side of you no longer being in their life. If they did choose someone else over you, it was for toxic reasons. You know, they may have been dealing with people that just like toxicity, they like low vibrational behavior. They were going to condone their bad behavior and, you know, pretend to be like yes men and flying monkeys. And you were not with that. Of course, a person like you that has honor, that's intuitive, that's attractive, that has a lot going for them, is going to want best for the people around them. And this person took that as, it's like they were offended by you trying to basically build them up, or they're offended by you trying to show them that you were different. And now this person is going through like an internal rage. It doesn't matter how long it's been since you've been with this individual or since you guys have been dealing with each other. They only cared about what was going to make them happy at the time. There could have been a lot of friends and, you know, family members and just people that were jealous of the connection altogether. Because there is a lot of like approval that went on. Approval from family members and friends was important to this person, but they didn't realize how magical the connection between the both of you is until they could go out there and not replicate it. It doesn't matter who this person meets, they cannot replicate the energy that you brought into the connection. And it was because it was true unconditional love that is so hard to find. And this person was unfaithful. They were unfaithful to you. They were disloyal to you. They chose other things, people, situations over you. This could have been someone that was, you know, emotionally unavailable. They may have been unfaithful to you physically even. And now they're having to deal with their own emotions, especially if this person was numbing or there was a lot of distractions. Those distractions are gone. They're having to sit with themselves and really revisit how their actions led them to this point, and they're realizing, you know, I had something good. And it's something that's hard to find, and they don't understand what they can do to even get you back, if that's even a possibility. And releasing you is really the best thing that this person could have done, because they were keeping you trapped in this mental confinement. It was kind of like a mental prison. You're pouring into them, they're taking all your energy and not pouring anything into you. You're depleting yourself. It was just like a revolving toxic cycle, which is now ended. There's someone in your life who you're no longer in contact with, and if you are in